Hey guys, today I'm just gonna do a thing for the web proxies help in intercepting web requests, so everyone knows how to use both burp and zap for this assignment, at least for the easy year one of intercepting web requests and making it give you what you want from all of the fun things. So I already have my instance here, and I'm gonna just reload it, make sure it's connected. Right, here's my HTB pawn box, and then we're going to come down here and we're going to spawn our target. As you can see, I've already done this, so I do know what I'm doing. I'm going to click onto the target, just get it copied to my clipboard, and we're going to go into the instance, the pawn block instance. We're going to go applications, pen testing, most used tools, and we're going to start with burp. So we're going to click on this icon right here, Burp Suite CE, that's Community Edition. We're going to let it load. Cool. We're going to hit next. We're going to hit start burp. It's going to do a whole fun, we're starting your project, please wait. This, not really important for you. We're going to just go straight over here to proxy. This tells me that the intercept is on, open browser, all of that. We're going to come over here where we can learn all that we need to do for it. So it's just going to tell us in this first part right here how to turn on the intercept and all of that, how it's going to work that way, what to do for it, all of that. This tells us like how to send the packets further along in the web proxy, just allow them to actually execute themselves. And then we'll get into zap here in a second. So we're going to first start with burp, and I'm going to take you through the entire process of burp and how to get the answer here. And then I'm going to show you the same thing through zap, and it's pretty much copy paste for burp in zap. It's just a different interface. So with my burp interface, we're going to come over here. We're going to make sure intercept is turned on, and then we're going to come over here to open browser. Gonna wait for it to load. It's gonna come up, it's gonna say password, but we can just hit continue and continue because we don't really need that. And we're gonna see right off the bat, in our Chromium instance we have the pre-created burp website, and then it'll also tell us like just kind of what it opened up initially. But then we're gonna come in here, we're gonna write in this new tab, we're gonna hit Control V. We're going to paste our target, and we're going to hit enter. Now we're going to notice it just loads for eternity, right? So we're going to come into burp. We're going to see right here's our request. It's just asking, can I execute this website? Can I let it run? Whatever. So we're going to right click it, and we're going to hit send to repeater, because then that's going to make it so then we're able to play with it, make it so then we're able to edit it if we need to, right? We're going to click on repeater. It's just going to be right here. This just shows us the initial request, right? But we're going to go back to proxy, and in proxy, we're going to just click on this and then click forward. So it runs. Now we're taken to the website, right? We are going to test our IP. If you don't know our IP, it's 1, so it's 27001. The reason behind me knowing that is in our proxy setup, it tells us right here, one of the options, and use this as the IP. Here's our IP, and then that's our port, but the rest of this is not important. We just want to focus on the IP. So we'll come back to web requests, right? This is where we are. We're working in burp, and we'll hit ping back on the pawn box. We'll hit ping 1 for 127001. That'll be our ping. We'll hit ping, and we will notice it loading. So here's our request. We'll notice that this one is labeled IP equals 1. Because that's just going to tell us like what it is. So then we can also send this to the repeater, right? We'll see all of this, and we can hit send. That'll just show us the response that we will get on our website for when we come into proxy and we hit forward. So we'll notice on the website we got all this fancy mumbo jumbo, right? We just got what the ping request returned. And if we go under repeater, we will see right here what the ping request returned. And that's what we really need from that to know that it's working. So then what we're going to do is we're going to reload the page, right? We're going to go back onto Chromium. We're going to reload the ping. We'll hit continue. We will get another post request. Now, what we're going to do, based off of what it says in the module, is we need to use ls to get this output right here, okay? So this is what we will see in the repeater area when we hit send, and this is what we will see on the website when we hit forward. We want to see flag.txt, index.html, node modules, package lock.json, public, and then server.js, right? This is what we're going to want to see. So we're going to come back into the pwn box, and down here we're going to edit it. So we see that we can. We're going to do semicolon ls semicolon. So this will just, you don't have to have the one, but I'm just going to keep it there because it makes it a little bit easier for me to know which IP we're messing with, or what the IP address is that we're working with. And then we will just right click in here and we're going to hit send to repeater. So we'll see our repeater right here. We'll hit send. This is what we're going to get on the website. We'll get the ping, the returned ping, and we will also get what comes from the ls. So we go into proxy, we hit forward, we will notice, hey, look at that, we got the ping and the returned ls. And if you want it to look nice, you can, of course, I'll just show you really fast how you can make it look nice. So you'll reload the page, you'll see it in post, come down here, you can remove the one, semicolon ls, semicolon, that'll just list everything. This one, I'm not going to bother sending to the repeater because I'm just going to show you a quick and easy of it. We'll forward it and we'll see when it does finish reloading, I think, yeah, when it finishes reloading, we will just see the ls. So pretty simple and easy right there. So then we're going to go to here and we're going to work on finding the answer to this question of changing the command to read flag.txt, so then we can actually see, you know, what the content of the flag is. So in our Chrome, we're going to reload it. Great, continue. We'll get the post. We'll notice the IP equals 1. So we're going to do semicolon cat, then we'll say flag.txt, and we'll do another semicolon. That is the entire command. That will give us just the open flag on the website, and then we can just copy and paste that open flag, or the flag.txt file, into our module, and that will be the answer. But I'm first going to send it to our repeater, and we'll just check it in the repeater first. So we'll hit send, and you'll notice the tabs, that's just everything we've sent to the repeater, right? And this should work. If it doesn't, that's okay. We'll just hit cancel and we'll hit resend, and we'll get our response here soon, I hope. If not, that's okay, because this was a similar thing, yeah, there you go. We got our response. Sometimes it takes a while for it to fully run that command, but we'll notice the entirety of line 7 in the response of our repeater is what we want. That's what's going to pop up. That is our answer for our flag.txt. So we'll see that. And of course you could just copy and paste this right into the module, but I want to show you on the website what it looks like when it is all said and done, right? So we'll go to proxy. Here's our post. Here's our code in the request, right? We'll see all of that nice and pretty. We'll hit forward, and then we'll come over here. It's going to be loading for a little bit because we saw that it needed to load for a little while in the repeater, and then once it does load, right like that, we have the context of our flag.txt file. So we can just hit copy, and then we'll come over here and we can paste it in, and you'll notice it's the exact same answer as I have right here, which is what we want. And so that is all you need to really do in order to get the burp to show you the answer for your flag.txt. We can do what he did in the walkthrough in our lecture today, and we'll see, we'll go to ping, right? We'll have all of our pings, and we can just work our way, and it'll show us the same things that our repeater showed us, right? And so all of that. But we'll just stick with proxy and repeater, because in repeater we have all 4 instances of our sending and receiving and sending and receiving, and our requests and our responses, and all of our injections and all of our code. And then on the website right here, we have intercepted them in the middle, right, for our answer of our flag.txt file. So that is all for our burp instance. That's all you need to do for burp. It's pretty easy. It's a lot of just editing down here in the commands. So we're going to close out of burp. It's going to say this will close all burp windows. Are you sure you want to? Just hit yes. Close this. It'll close that. All right, and then we're all good. Now we're going to do that all again, but this time we're going to use Zap, which is a little bit different. And so I'll explain all of it and how to edit it. But it's not too complicated. We'll go back into our Pwnbox instance. We will then come again to applications, pen testing, most used tools. We'll see OWASP-Zap. That's our Zap application that we're going to use. It's going to take a second to load everything and come on board, whatever. Nothing too bad. So right here, it asks us, do you want to persist the Zap session? For this one, we're going to answer no. I don't want to persist this Zap session at this moment in time, right? That just says, no, I want to be able to do this multiple times and not have to worry about XYZ. So we'll hit start right after we hit no, and we'll be met with Zap. This is just a way, Zap telling me there's a lot of new things that we can change, right? So if you're met with this, just say update all. It really isn't a big thing. Update all, yes. Just give it a minute. It's going to throw things at you for a second there. Just kind of scream at you, be confused. Yeah, it's going to see. It's unadding things, re-adding things, unadding things, re-adding things, unadding things, re-adding things, unadding things, re-adding things. Just repeatedly. All right, and then it should be all good. So then we'll hit close. Awesome. We're going to full screen our Zap. Okay, we're met with our quick start module, which honestly we don't need for this lab. So instead, we're going to come right up here to this top interface, this little bar at the top here, and we're just going to hit this little Firefox icon. This will open us our lovely little Zap browser. We're going to go into a new tab. And just like before with burp, we're going to paste our instance. Oh, well, not that. We're going to come to our module. We're going to come all the way down, copy our target, come back onto the website, and we're going to paste it. We'll hit visit. All right, and then we'll look here on Zap. Zap will show us, hey, look at that, you know, this is the website you went to. We let it through. It's all good, right? Cool, awesome. This shows us like, hey, here's the styling of it all. Hey, here's the URL that you typed in, right? Pretty easy. So now what I'm going to do is set break on all requests and response. We're going to click this little green dot. It's going to turn red. Now when we open our instance, we will notice when I type in 1, because it is still the same IP address that we're pinging, we'll hit ping. This little pop-up window just says, oh, we're going to keep Zap open right in front of everything else that you need to see. So what we're going to do is actually hit cancel, because we don't want that to be automatic. This is still loading in case you can't tell by the bouncing ball at the top. So here we'll see our break. We'll see the break in our top module here, and this just shows us where and what is going on. This is very similar to the burp of we saw that request come in, we sent it to the repeater, and this will show us what we are going to be receiving, and then it gives us our command line, so then we're able to edit it. So we see IP equals 1, right? We're just going to very quickly come to here, and we're going to hit submit and continue to next breakpoint. It's going to go through, and bingo bango, we're going to be met with the exact same information, which we can check here in the response. It shows us a whole big lot of things that are not that important because it's weird, but we'll see here all of the super duper whoop-de-looper fun things. And then we're going to come back, we're going to hit the green dot again, make it go red. We're going to come again into Firefox, we're going to reload it. To display this page, we'll repeat any action, right? We'll hit resend, right? So it's going to be bouncing side to side again and again and again, because in our session, we have another break. So here we're going to type the semicolon ls semicolon again, and we'll go ahead and let it through. Once again, just the single arrow, let it through. We'll come back, give it a second to load, execute the command, think of all the fun things it needs to think about, actually get the commands, all the fun thing, and hey, look, there you are. There's your ls command run through zap. So once again, we're just going to reload the current page, and we are going to actually come into hack the box. And what we need, once again, is to find, we have this, so now we're going to go ahead and try to get the answer for our module. We're just going to use zap this time instead of burp. So we're going to come into zap, we're going to hit the green dot, make it go red, back into Firefox, reload the page. It's going to tell us, do we need to resend it? We'll say resend. So now it's going to be acting all fun. And then in zap, we're going to see another break. We're going to see the same IP. And what we're going to now type is semicolon cat flag.txt semicolon. This will give us the exact same output that we got for our burp command when we did all of this through that interface. We'll come back right here, we'll send the packet. This works very similar to the forward command that we have in burp. Then we'll come back to Firefox, give it time to load, and once it loads, look at that, we have our answer for our flag.txt. So we have the contents of our flag.txt. Then we're going to come into zap, because that's all we have to do for this module. And so we'll go and we'll copy and we'll paste the flag.txt from zap or burp, and then we'll post it as our answer at the bottom of this module, right? But in zap, we'll notice right here we have a history of all of our commands, all of our proxies, all of that. So we can go through and we can see just what we ran, when we ran it, what happened, right? So this was when we first accessed our target interface. This is what it loaded in order to show us the super fun, you know, what's your IP? Let's ping it kind of thing. And then the post right here shows our first response, where all we got was, you know, the result of the ping. Then our second request is what we got for our ls. We'll see in response, this is what was outputted. We'll go back to request, and then we'll have our third one right here. I have 4 because I reloaded it while I was still green. And then we'll come back here to our final post, where I blocked it, paused the website, ran my command, and then we got the response of what is actually inside of the flag.txt. So that is all for zap and burp, we're going to just close out of zap. It's just going to close all of our windows for us, so we don't have to worry about that. And then that is all for our lovely intercepting web requests task. You should be able to post the entire HTB open super fun bracket, intercepted in the middle, close bracket. From our flag txt, you'll post it, and then you'll get a fun little check mark. Our hint just says you can inject the cat flag.txt command. So it's very similar to how we inject the ls command of semicolon ls semicolon. It's just use those semicolons for our pretty much command entering for our pwn box. It's very similar to just opening an instance on the parent terminal and typing ls enter, right? That's what it does in the command interface. It just does that for us. So yeah, that's all for intercepting web requests, and then I will probably, once I can figure out repeating requests, encoding and decoding, and then proxying tools, I will post some walkthrough tutorials and videos for those, or some hints for those, just through screen recording. So yeah, all right, that's all.